Hi, so in this video I am going to run through how we do math in Word, because as the situation is right now, you need to hand in your assignments electronically. If you have the option with a printer and a scanner to write it by hand and then scan it in and send it, that would be what I would prefer. If I were a student and I had that option, I would do that. If not, you can do math in Word, but it's gonna take some time because you're not used to it. But I'm gonna do this short video and try to show you how it's done. So, if you haven't done it, then you can download something called WordMath, which is an extension for Word which helps you do the math. And the way you do that is just you go to Google, you search for WordMath, you go to the EduApp page, and then you can go to the download page. And as of right now, Windows Defender, if you have a Windows machine, has some issues with WordMath 1.22, so you should go down and download the 1.21. If you have a Mac, you can just download this 1.22 version. Anyway, when you've downloaded that and installed it, and if you do that, then there's gonna appear an extra sort of tab up here, which is WordMath, which is going to give you some mathematical options. If you don't want to do this, you can also insert equation by going to the Insert tab, and then at the far right there's going to be the equation button, so I can type, and then I can type math. If I do have WordMath, then to get this, what I need to type, see if I hold my arrow over it, it says here that it needs to type Alt plus M. So you can just do that shortcut to do math. Regardless, when you get into an equation editor here, like this leaning, then you have these things to choose from. You can write it yourself, or you can sort of pick and choose, okay, I need to do a fraction, that's going to be this button, or I need to do lifted text or some roots or stuff like that. There's a lot of things you haven't learned yet, but that's not a problem. Now my word crashed. No, it didn't, right? Anyway, so you can do stuff like 5 times 6 equal to blah blah blah. You can also see if you write like this, 7, and then if you type space, it's gonna make a fraction on its own. So there are sort of shortcuts you can play along with and see if you can get it to work. If you need specific things like plus minus and stuff like that, it's going to be up here, and if you hover over it with your mouse, it's also going to show you the shortcut on how to get it. And every time you write a shortcut, you just need to type space afterwards. So for instance, if I were to type plus minus, I would say either plus minus, and it changes on its own. If I write plus minus, does it stuff, or I could do the \PM for plus minus, and then I need to type space. So every time it says a command like this, then it shows you how to do that as a shortcut, and you just need to type space afterwards. Right. Final thing I think you need to see is you can go to Insert, and then you can do a table. And if you need to do that, you've probably done that in ESS or physics or stuff like that, but you just need to choose how big it is. So it's normally in math it's going to be 2 times something, right? 2 times 7, and you can type in what you need, and you can type under and go on with your text. And final thing maybe is I would suggest you use just headlines here for exercise 1 and so on. Otherwise, that's it. It's probably going to take some time, so you should download WordMath, and you should sort of try it out just for a couple of minutes just to sort of get the hang of it. And then, of course, I will help you on Wednesday when we have our class. Have fun. Bye-bye.